back to Southpaw Diecast. I'm Scott. Today we got a different style of car. This is a Subaru WRX ST hatchback, and I haven't done a tuner car in a long time, so we're going to give this a really cool paint job. We're going to do a cool wheel swap with it and make it look like it should be right out of the movie of Fast and Furious. So I'm going to get it apart and see what we're dealing with. It's a brand new casting, so stick around. Okay, so we got the WRX all taken apart, and like I said, it's brand new, so the windshield's in perfect condition. It's got a pretty cool detailed interior, and then we're going to do a wheel swap, and then I'm going to get the body and the citrus strip, aka orange toxic goo, get that paint off, and get it prepped for the new paint job that I got for it. So stick around, everyone. Okay, it's that time again for the orange toxic goo, and let's get that body in there and get all that paint off so I can start my new paint job for the car. Down she goes, and we're going to help her. Alright, we'll let that soak for a bit and come back. Okay, so I got the body out of the citrus strip, and now I'm doing the process of going over the casting with the Scotch-Brite wheel in preparation for the coat of Tamiya fine primer that I'm going to put on it. And again, I just think this helps a lot and smooths things out when the body's not flipping up. Alright, so let's move on. Okay, so now that I got the top done, now I'm going to do the sides of the car with the Scotch-Brite wheel and just go over it, making sure everything's A-okay and it's also ready for paint. Sides were a little bit more tarnished, so this ought to really help out. Okay, so we got the body out of the citrus strip, and I went over with the Scotch-Brite wheel. And now I'm going to hit it with a nice light coat of the Tamiya fine primer. And this is light gray because they were sold out of white. So I'm just going to go over it, so that way then I can prep it for the next color. Always adjusting the helping hands for the best angle when you spray your car. Now I should tilt it forward so I can get the top. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so now that I've let the Tamiya fine primer dry, now I'm going to go over with some Krylon Chromatic Silver. It's in a spray can. It works really well for stuff like this because I have chosen the color of root beer brown that I'm going to spray over this, and it's going to almost give it like a root beer brown candy paint job. I think it'll look good with this, with the rims I've chosen. So I'm just getting a nice even coat, so then I can let this dry and spray the root beer brown. Okay, well, I got everything done to the Subaru WRX. I did lose footage of me painting the car brown, but it took a while to paint the car brown. I was taking my time, and everything's nice and clean. I got some brand new wheels on it. Got a nice root beer brown candy paint job on it. Did some details there. So now let's get to the reveal and see what it looks like all together. Okay, so here's where we started with the WRX by Subaru. Now let's get to the reveal and see what I did to it. Okay, here she is, my custom Subaru WRX ST Fast and Furious style custom car that I did. And my nephew Calvin suggested it, in which he also does custom work and custom Hot Wheels with me. And it was a fun build. It was pretty quick, pretty simple. Straightforward, no problems to speak of, and it was fun. I like doing these tuner cars every once in a while. It's not that I'm a huge fan. I'm more into the race cars and the muscle cars, but I do like doing these tuners every once in a while. I've done maybe 3 or 4 of them. So if you guys like this video, hit that like button and subscribe because it's always free, and we'll see you guys next time.